It's after hours at this bar in Trieste and time for a regional specialty.
We have the best Prosecco in the whole of Italy.
And it's very affordable too. A glass costs between 3 and 5 euros, depending on the brand.
It's sweet, light and fruity.
Refreshing.
11 kilometers away is the village that gave Prosecco its name. It's home to 1,500 people, many with roots in neighboring Slovenia. Many locals are experts in the art of winemaking, a traditional trade in these parts. The original Prosecco grape has been cultivated here for centuries, but the sparkling wine it is famous for was actually invented elsewhere, in the town of Conegliano. Writer Vesna Gustin is passionate about wine and has taken a special interest in the history of the drink, including the many local legends surrounding it.
Prosecco is made using the Glera grape variety. It's said that it was brought to the Veneto region by a monk in the 18th century, specifically to the region around Conegliano.
The birthplace of Prosecco is 50 kilometers north of Venice at the foot of the Dolomite Mountains. Its mild winters and hot summers and constant supply of rainwater translate into an ideal microclimate. The Prosecco wine trail takes in a string of medieval churches adorned with spectacular murals. Conegliano, the capital of Prosecco. And this is the wine school founded by Antonio Carpene, the man credited with inventing modern Prosecco in the late 19th century. Giancarlo Vettorello runs the local Prosecco consortium.
This is the estate's lab, which is part of the school. This really is the place where the method for preserving the aromas of local grapes was optimized. The wines from this region have a particularly rich bouquet, better than the flavors you find elsewhere.
Hints of apple, flowers, or even bread crust unfold better in steel tanks than in the process of in-bottle fermentation. 40% of annual production, 270 million bottles, is destined for export. The main wine-growing area incorporates 3,000 vintners. The Faginello family have been producing Prosecco here for 4 generations. The name of their company, Col Salis, takes its name from the sandstone ground.
It's a tough life in the vineyards. You have steep slopes and a terrace-like landscape, and the only way to guarantee quality is doing things by hand. The work begins right after the grape harvest, when the first leaves start to reappear.
The hilly local landscape was shaped by the Ice Age. Local winemakers are grateful for the high clay content in the soil. Back in Conegliano, in restaurants here and elsewhere in the region, Prosecco is also served with gnocchi, meat, vegetables, and fish. The shape of the glass is crucial.
Prosecco isn't drunk out of a fluted glass. You use a glass like this. It's wider in the middle so that the bouquet can be released, and it's narrower at the top to keep in the aromas.
Visitors to the Enoteca Veneta can taste different wines. Prices range from 6 euros a bottle to 24 for the high-caliber Spumante Superiore. Even in times of economic hardship, this bubbly beverage is a bestseller.